Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition. This is for Monday, the 21st of March. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather beautiful today, but the chance of severe storms will return to the forecast tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. So let's talk about it. It's March in Alabama. These things do happen this time of the year. Got a very impressive upper trough that's coming into Texas. That thing is going negative tilt. That's going to set the stage for active weather for about the eastern half of Texas through tonight. There's the visible satellite view. Thunderstorms are firing across parts of Texas, and most likely we'll begin to see a tornado watch issued out there soon. But around here in Alabama, just really nice weather today. Temperatures up in the 70s, Birmingham at 73, Tuscaloosa 75, Anniston 74. We'll be in the 70s again tomorrow. We've got a flash flood watch just west of the state for much of Mississippi, Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and most likely by the time you watch this, a flash flood watch will be in effect for parts of West Alabama, especially for areas west of I-65. And around the nation, wind advisories for parts of Texas, winter weather advisories for snow into the Texas Panhandle. Also, winter storm warning in effect for parts of Minnesota. There's our severe weather outlook through tonight. We have a level 4 out of 5 moderate risk for parts of Texas through tonight, an enhanced risk up to Dallas-Fort Worth. And, of course, all of that shifts eastward tomorrow. We have a moderate risk for parts of Mississippi, Louisiana. No major change in the outlook for tomorrow. This is the probabilistic outlook for tornadoes. And you can see that 15% circle. That means there is a 15% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a given point in the moderate risk area, a 10% chance in the enhanced risk area, and also that hatched area means there could be a few strong tornadoes involved. And by definition, that is EF2 or higher. In Alabama, the enhanced risk is in the broad zone from near Tuscaloosa down to Mobile. This would include places like Tuscaloosa, Greensboro, Utah, Livingston, Demopolis, Linden, Butler, Thomasville, Grove Hill, and Milry. We've got level 2 out of 5 slight risk as far east as Hamilton, Birmingham, Montgomery, and Luverne, and most of the rest of the state in a marginal risk, the darker green. And we'll talk much more about the timing and the setup here in a moment. And then on day 3, which is Wednesday, this is after 7 a.m. Wednesday, a risk of severe storms mainly for the southeastern part of the state, and that risk extends up to parts of the middle Atlantic coast region. Rain for the next 7 days, and basically all of this is going to be with this event tomorrow night, and Wednesday. For Alabama, the amounts about 2 to 3 inches for the western side of the state. That's where there's potential for flooding. Amounts on the eastern side between 1 and 2 inches. So, model fans, here we go. The GFS, this is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4. There's your trough, very dynamic system with strong wind fields. Down below that, a surface low near Kansas City. And storms should be in progress tomorrow during the day, a little west of the state. Those will be creeping in here by mid to late afternoon. Let's go to the high-res HRRR, the high-resolution rapid refresh model. This is valid tomorrow evening at 7. You can see thunderstorms into the western part of Alabama. Of course, the question is, will these be discrete supercell storms? Will they be part of a line? Will it be just a messy, massive convection? Let's take a look at the severe weather parameters. This is the surface-based CAPE. Numbers are coming up a little bit. Now we've got some values in excess of 1,500 joules per kilogram from Tuscaloosa down to Mobile. That's in that enhanced risk. The values for the rest of the state, not especially high for mid to late March, but sufficient for strong to severe storms. This is the storm relative helicity, varying of the wind with altitude in relation to storm motion. Numbers are quite high, very sufficient for rotating updrafts. Low-level jet, this is about 5,000 feet off the ground. The peak wind there is 69 knots. And it's going to be a very windy day down at the surface. We'll see non-thunderstorm winds gusting to 35, maybe 40 miles an hour tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. And the STP, the significant tornado parameter, and you can see the values are highest, again, in that enhanced risk from Tuscaloosa down to Mobile. And by 10 o'clock tomorrow night, the storms move eastward, probably getting messy at that point. The severe weather risk beginning to fade as the main threat becomes strong straight-line winds, but there still could be an isolated tornado. So in terms of the timing, not much changing here. We're expecting the main window in the western side of the state maybe as early as 2 o'clock. probably the better chance after 4 o'clock, but 2 to 10. I-65, Birmingham, Montgomery, 6 p.m. to 2 a.m., and then east and southeast Alabama, 11 p.m. until 6 a.m. And the higher tornado probabilities will be in the enhanced risk, the orange area there in west and southwest Alabama. But everybody just needs to be aware of what's happening, get the warnings, know what to do. We have these events pretty often this time of the year. This is nothing unusual. We'll get through the day fine, but you've got to be able to hear those warnings and have a plan and help us tell others about the threat and be sure that you can be a hero in the event itself. If we have a tornado warning and you know somebody in the polygon, call them, text them, be part of the process. So during the day Wednesday, the rain is on to the east. This is Wednesday at 4. Wednesday will be a cloudy day, the rain ending very early. Maybe some sun. We might see some sun by Wednesday afternoon. The highs will be in the upper 60s to near 70. This is Thursday. We'll call it partly sunny. The high Thursday, mid-60s. And Friday should be a partially sunny day with highs again in the 60s. Saturday, as the weekend begins, got an upper trough passing through. And look at that, a chance of snow down into Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, maybe parts of the Cumberland Plateau in Tennessee, up into West Virginia. Come on now. Winter's not quite done. Here, Saturday will be a mostly sunny day, but a cool day. The high only around 60, and folks up in the Tennessee Valley, they'll be in the 50s all day. Very cool. And then Sunday, we're going to go in the 30s, and we'll be close to a freeze. So, in fact, the colder pockets will see a freeze. A lot of folks will have frost early Sunday morning with lows well down in the 30s. So growers beware. The day will be sunny. The high will be in the 60s. And a week from today, Monday the 28th, zonal flow and a dry air mass. We'll go out 10 days. Thursday of next week, March 31st, got a trough coming through. And if that verifies, that would be wet and stormy. But this is 10 days out, and we all know that could change. Rain for Birmingham off the GFS ensemble, the mean between 3 and 4 inches between now and the 5th of April. Here comes the cool down. Highs in the 60s Thursday through Sunday. And again, Sunday morning, you see 38 here. This is for Birmingham. Many spots will see low and mid-30s. And then back in the 70s next week. And hot off the presses, got the brand new Cpc Outlook. This is for March 29th through April 4th. Temperatures around here above average, if this forecast verifies. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can, catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Cracks in brick, cracks in block? Call Alabama Professional Services. Leaning or bowing basement walls? Call APS. Sticking windows or doors? Call APS. Settling or sinking foundation? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.